Don't forget to push that like button as it does help out the channel. And if you are new here, hit the subscribe button and enable all notifications so you don't miss a single video. And I thank you for 7 years of support. So Dragon Ball Super Superhero has been in theaters now for almost 2 weeks in Japan, and it's doing relatively well. And the question that people have asked me most for the past few years is, what is the next big Dragon Ball project anime-wise? Are we going to get another movie, another anime? It's the most requested thing ever because people want to experience that awesome feeling that we got when Dragon Ball Super was on the air. So from Japan, producer Akio Iyoku, who is Akira Toriyama's right-hand man, he's the guy who meets with Toriyama literally once every few months to discuss the future of the franchise. A recent interview came out from V-Jump with Akio Iyoku. Now, I want y'all to remember something. Back in January, I covered this here on the channel. Akio-san said that there might be more coming this year. So stay tuned. He didn't go into more detail than that. Now, he's not talking about the manga because the manga is indefinitely running, and he's not talking about anything video game related because that's going to be from Bandai, not from him. He works at Shueisha. He's much higher in the food chain. And it's not going to be like an action figure or anything like that because that goes to Banpresto, you know. It's something else. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go into the interview translation and give you guys some more details. So you've been asking me, before I get into it, y'all have been asking me for a long time, what's up with Super? I reported it was going to come back in 2019. It got postponed. Dragon Ball Super Superhero was their main project, their main priority. So let's go ahead and get to the interview now, or at least the question about the future of Dragon Ball Super and what's coming next, because there's some real interesting stuff on the horizon here. This franchise is far from over. So let me go ahead and switch over here. I'm going to remove myself from the screen for just a moment. Okay, so the question is, what are your plans now that DBS Superhero has been released in Japan? This is for Akio. And then he writes, DBS Superhero is a movie that was made not only for the Japanese audience, but with the whole world in mind. Now, the reason why he's saying that is because originally, in Dragon Ball Super Superhero, it was supposed to be a Piccolo-only movie. Toriyama wrote it just for Piccolo, and then Akio's the one that said, hey, add Gohan, because Akio knows that Gohan's popular worldwide, not only in North America, but also South America. Gohan's really, really popular. So, I'm back on the screen now. So, he's the one that influenced Toriyama to add Gohan to the story. So I'm going to go on and read this. It says, we're indeed releasing it in America this summer as well. What comes next? Well, if you're asking, a new entry on the series is already in the making. Already they're making what's next. Superhero took us 5 years to make, so it's only natural we're already working on what comes next. Laugh. Now, let me get into this a little bit. So if you're wondering about the Dragon Ball Super anime, okay, the anime, some things need to happen first before Dragon Ball Super comes back. Now, I want you to listen to what I'm about to tell you right now because, and please listen to what I say. Don't take my words out of context. A couple things have to happen first before Super comes back, okay? A couple things have to happen. Number one, Dragon Quest Dai has to end. Why? Because the majority of the good animators that are on Dragon Quest Dai need to be free to do Super. We don't want Super to look like crap like it did those early episodes back in 2015, so that has to end. Also, Digimon, the reboot series, has to end, which is in Super's time slot. Now, it is heavily rumored that that's going to happen in October, both of those things. Dragon Quest on's final arc, Digimon's supposed to rumored to be ending in October. Now, I want you to understand, I am not confirming that Super's coming back in October. That's not what I'm saying. It's been a rumored date for a while, but those things have to happen first. He goes on to write, Toriyama Sensei is always working on new DB concepts and ideas. After all, we're all thinking about what we want to show the world next. So, the story is far from over. You guys should know by now, with Broly being introduced, Frieza being alive, and all these new power-ups for pretty much every main character, there's bigger plans on the horizon. This franchise is far from being over, not just with the manga, but with the anime. We found out today that Superhero was already a thought in 2017, so they were planning more than just one movie. Broly came out in 2018, Superhero came out this year, but it had been discussed between Akio and Toriyama since 2017. 2017. the anime was running, and the manga was running, and they were also preparing for Broly. So they were doing all of that at once. There's more Dragon Ball coming in the future. Now, will it be a movie or will it be an anime? In another part of the interview, he talks about we're working on the next film. So it's probably going to be a movie. However, remember what I just said. They pre-planned the movie and the anime at the same time. So don't take my words out of context here. Akio is basically saying that whatever's coming next, they're already working on it. Now, what did he say back in January? He said there's more coming. It's not a video game. It's not a manga. Look, it has been heavily rumored. Heavily rumored. I'm not confirming this until we get an announcement, but it's been heavily rumored that the anime could come back in 2023. Now, what does that mean for October? Well, maybe it will be this October. Some say 2023. That's been rumored for a very, very long time. I have gotten that from 2 different sources, but it's also old information. Plus, a friend of mine who I'm not going to name is friends with a Dragon Ball Super writer, and that writer told him exactly what I said, which is that Super got postponed in 2019, but he also told him it would come back after Dragon Quest ended because Dragon Quest is their priority. It's super big in Japan. Once that ends, then there's a higher probability of Super coming back. So that's pretty much the news from Akio Iyoku himself. If you are watching this video, I did a stream earlier today, which I'm recording now live, where I went into even more detail about all of this and go into more stuff. So check that out on the replay. I'll leave a link up there. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. Thanks again. Have a good day. There's a developing story, so stay tuned. We'll talk soon.